DSS attempts to block Nnamdi Kanu from discontinuing his case exposed. Justice Omotosho in big mess. Na so. Then go they enter the mess until the mess begin to dey mess them up. My dear people, I dey greet you now. I dey greet everybody listening to this very broadcast. It's wonderful having you once again. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu himself took a new action on the 12th of November. He personally filed a motion at the Court of Appeal in Abuja. What is he asking for? Simple. He is uh, he is begging the appeal court to stop justice from delivering that judgment on the 20th. Why? He argues that the lower court refused to rule on his objections about the validity of the charges and the court's jurisdiction and instead foreclosed his right to defend himself by calling witnesses. He is saying that if the judgment goes on, he might be unlawfully convicted without having a real chance to defend himself. So, as we speak, the situation is very tense. We have a judgment date set for next week, but we also said that the appeal court trying to stop that judgment. This is the chaos that is erupting. The legal system is in gridlock. Now, let's talk about why this case is so important. This is not just a man, it touches on the very principle of our justice. Fair hearing is a fundamental right for every single citizen of Nigeria. The allegation that an accused person is being denied access and the tool to prepare his defense are very weighty and concerning this belief in the rule of law. What is your opinion on this matter? Yes, the Court of Appeal will grant Kanu's request and stop the judgment, or do you think the Federal High Court will proceed on the 20th? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This conversation is for all of us, and remember for you to stay updated on this final decision. You need subscription to this very channel. This family is growing and you will really need to be a part of it. I will be bringing you the latest as it breaks. Yes, we must look back. This very case did not start yesterday. Nnamdi Kanu was first arrested and charged years ago, but the most critical turning point came in 2022. Let me break it down for you. Yes, back in October 2022, a panel of judges at the Court of Appeal delivered a landmark judgment. They discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu of all the terrorism charges brought against him by the federal government. My people, discharged and acquitted means he was declared a free man by a very high court. The court ruled that his extraordinary rendition from Kenya, that is the illegal way he was arrested and brought back to the Nigeria, was a gross violation of the law. They said the government could not benefit from its own illegality. So the question is, if he was acquitted in 2022, why is he still in detention and facing trial today? That, my people, is the biggest twist in this story. Federal government appealed that you quit this very trial. Now, in December 2023, the Supreme Court gives Nnamdi Kanu another opportunity with the Court of Appeal that the way the illegal and a brutal violation of his rights. However, they did not uphold the acquit. Instead, they said that although the government acted badly, that was not enough to stop the trial entirely. The Federal High Court to be tried again. This Supreme Court decision is the reason we are here today. It created a very confusing and controversial situation. On one hand, the government is condemned for breaking the law. On the other hand, the trial is allowed to continue. This is the foundation of the current tension. Now, let's talk about the charges themselves. What exactly is Nnamdi Kanu being accused of? The federal government has brought an amended save-count charge against him. The main accusation include terrorism. The government alleged that his broadcasts and speeches through IPOP incite violence and act of terrorism in the southeast. Treasonable felony. This is a very serious charge. It means he is accused of trying to overrule the government or to wage a war against Nigeria. This refers to his leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, which the government has designated as an illegal organization. Kanu and his legal team have consistently argued that these charges are baseless. They say he is only inciting his right to freedom of speech and that he is a political activist, not a terrorist. This is the core of the legal battle. Now, let's connect all this to the heavy chaos we are seeing today. When the case went back to the Federal High Court, Kanu initially had a team of senior lawyers, but as the pressure mounted, he decided to sack them all they represented himself. This is a very risky move for anyone, especially in a complex case like this. This is why the recent allegation by his family are so explosive. They are saying, how can a man you know, how can a man, if he is not allowed to see his document, use a computer or even file his own prepared case, then he is right to be fair. This is what makes the situation so volatile and so so much tension mounted around the court. Hmm. What is your take on this, my people? Make una no waste time to subscribe and like to get more updates on this very information because your opinion will go a long way to help us. Let's have a peaceful and intelligent discussion in the comment. I read all your comments and I love to hear your different opinions. And remember for you to get the final update on whether the judgment will hold or not. You might stay connected to this very channel. Thank you so much. Now, my dear listeners, still on the matter because it is still very painful that the IPOP leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being denied unnecessarily. I will plead that you, on your opinion, will do the needful and begin to send advices on what you think that should be done to help and dismiss this nonsensical that the court and the DSS is planning to do. They're trying to block Mazen and Kanu for what? If they really have confidence in themselves, why can't they just allow things to be done in its normal procedural way? Or what do you think? Please do the needful as advice and get updated. Thank you.